Throughout ancient human history, massive deep forests have terrified the greatest empires with dark and heavy shadows. Welcome to History Now Studios. We often study factual pasts, but today we explore an original, terrifying fantasy myth. The ancient Romans deeply feared the dense woods of Germania, believing the very trees harbored dark, vengeful spirits. We draw from these real ancient fears to build the fictional realm of Aethelgard, a kingdom swallowed by the deep woods. At the absolute edge of the known kingdom lies the Whispering Forest, a truly massive labyrinth of dead and twisted ash. Legends claim the dark forest does not merely grow from the cold soil, but actively feeds on human memories and regrets. A brave expedition of highly skilled adult scholars and hardened warriors ventured directly into this dark, dense canopy. Their crucial mission was to locate the lost ruins of an ancient temple completely hidden deep within the shadowy woods. As they crossed the heavy tree line, the warm sunlight instantly vanished, replaced by a cold, suffocating, and thick fog. The silence was profoundly unnatural, utterly devoid of any singing birds or the rustling steps of wild forest animals. Soon, the heavy silence was violently broken by a very soft, maddening sound echoing slowly through the twisted trunks. It sounded exactly like human voices, quietly murmuring deeply forgotten secrets from the shadows of the ancient timber. The scholars quickly realized the terrifying truth. The ancient trees were actively mimicking the voices of their dead. One adult warrior heard the desperate cries of a fallen comrade and blindly rushed alone into the dense, thorny bushes. He was instantly swallowed by the thick darkness, his own voice abruptly joining the terrifying chorus of the dead wood. Panic quickly consumed the brave expedition as the surrounding forest physically shifted and altered the dark path behind. Compasses violently spun in wild circles, and ancient parchment maps became totally useless in the shifting environment. The heavy branches above slowly reached down like twisted skeletal fingers, actively attempting to grab their equipment. As the dark night truly fell, the ancient bark of the massive trees began to softly glow with a sickly pale green light. Terrifying faces pushed through the heavy wooden bark, silently screaming in absolute agony from within the tree trunks. The lead adult scholar, a brilliant man named Elias, desperately commanded his terrified survivors to light the torches. The bright orange flames provided brief sanctuary, violently pushing the creeping dark shadows back into the dense mist. But the ancient forest was incredibly patient, having trapped countless arrogant adult explorers over the long centuries. They finally stumbled upon the dark center of the woods, discovering the completely ruined and shattered ancient temple. However, it was not built from cold stone or heavy marble, but constructed entirely from massive, petrified human bones. In the very center of the terrifying ruins stood a massive, pulsing heart made of deeply twisted, dark, and heavy roots. This was the absolute core of the Whispering Forest, a parasitic ancient entity that consumed human sorrow to stay alive. The voices grew completely deafening, intensely assaulting the adult minds with highly unbearable guilt and severe trauma. One by one, the brave warriors dropped their heavy iron weapons, falling to their knees in a state of absolute despair. Their physical bodies began to rapidly turn gray and stiffen, slowly transforming into deeply rooted wooden statues now. Elias grabbed a burning torch and hurled it directly at the massive, pulsing root heart in the dark courtyard. The ancient dark entity shrieked with a truly deafening metallic roar as the bright flames ignited its twisted core. The massive shockwave of pure agony shattered the petrified bone temple, instantly breaking the dark spell of the woods. Elias ran blindly through the burning, chaotic forest, completely ignoring the truly desperate burning voices behind him. He finally burst through the heavy tree line, collapsing into the warm, bright sunlight as the dark woods burned fiercely. He was the absolute sole survivor of the dark expedition, carrying a deeply terrifying truth back to the human kingdom. Our ancestors deeply feared the untamed wilderness for a very profound reason, knowing dark secrets dwell in the shadows. Even in our modern world, stepping into an ancient, silent forest can deeply awaken primal, terrifying human instincts. The dark myth of Aethelgard serves as a chilling, powerful reminder that humanity is absolutely not the master of nature. There are incredibly ancient forces in this world that absolutely refuse to be tamed or conquered by modern human iron. As long as vast, unexplored dark places remain on this planet, the terrifying whispers of the unknown will always echo now. History Now Studios will continue to boldly explore epic legends, deeply merging true historical facts with dark mythology. What terrifying ancient myth or original dark fantasy lore should we actively explore in our next cinematic documentary? Always remember to deeply respect the dark shadows, for the ancient history of our world is heavily written in deep blood. Thank you for walking into the deep shadows with us. Subscribe now to uncover the grandest secrets of truth and epic lore.